Hey, you idiot! I stuffed your bedding into the bedroom closet, so you're sleeping and living in there from now on.
What?
You have 104-degree fever, right? With everything going on these days, you need to be quarantined. Don't you dare sleep in the same bed as me.
What? Kyle, are you being serious right now? A closet?
Of course I'm serious. Do you think I'm joking about infection control? Well, I'm headed to work now. When you get back from the hospital, go straight to the closet. That's your room from now on.
Wait a minute, Kyle. Are you serious about making me sleep in the closet? I can barely stand up right now. How am I supposed to sleep in a cramped closet?
Of course I am! Anyone with a fever should obviously be quarantined. Make absolutely sure you don't give it to me! The closet has enough space for a person to lie down. What more do you need?
The test results showed it's just a cold, so you don't need to be that scared. And Kyle, I'm your wife. Shouldn't you be worried about my health instead of just avoiding me?
Whether it's just a cold or some new virus, it's still a problem. I'm handling important work right now. What if I catch your cold and have to miss work? My projects at the office are at a critical stage. The whole team is depending on me.
That's certainly a concern, but I plan to wear a mask at home. It's normal for family members to catch colds sometimes. You don't need to be so paranoid. And a closet, Kyle? Really? There's no ventilation in there. How's that supposed to help me recover?
Shut up! When I say quarantine, I mean quarantine! You think wearing a mask is enough? What about when you're sleeping? What about when you're coughing and sneezing? Anyway, you're living in the closet from now on. Don't you dare defy your husband as the wife!
But surely the closet is unreasonable. Putting a sick person in a dark, cramped space is horrible. Kyle, I have a high fever. I need rest and proper air circulation. The closet is basically a box.
But Mom said I should do this too!
Huh?
When I consulted with Mom, she said I should definitely quarantine you. I got detailed advice, and the result is quarantine in the closet. She was very concerned about me catching anything from you. She knows how important my work is.
What kind of advice leads to that? Margaret actually told you to put me in a closet? That doesn't sound like her at all.
She said just wearing a mask isn't enough. Sleeping arrangements must be absolutely separate, and if there's a spare room, I should stick you in there. Mom understands that I can't afford to get sick right now. She's looking out for my career.
So you're sticking your wife in a closet? Kyle, a closet is not a spare room. It's a storage space.
That's the only available space in this house!
But I have a 104-degree fever. Kyle, listen to yourself. You're talking about making your sick wife sleep in a closet like she's some kind of pest. How about this? From now on, I'll stay in the bedroom. So Kyle, please sleep in the living room for a while. This way, we'll have perfect quarantine, right? The sofa pulls out into a bed. You could be comfortable there for a few days until I'm better.
Are you kidding me? Why should the husband sleep in the living room? Sick people should just sleep quietly in the closet and get better.
What?
No matter what you say, the bedroom is mine. The wife should just sleep quietly in the closet. I need quality sleep to perform at work. My job is demanding, and I can't function without proper rest.
But I have a 104-degree fever. Making me sleep in a closet won't help me get better. It'll make things worse. Kyle, I'm dizzy. I'm aching all over, and I can barely think straight. Please, just show me some basic human compassion here.
You should be grateful I'm even providing you with a place to sleep. If I wanted, I could throw you outside.
Kyle, what are you saying? Throw me outside? I'm your wife, not some stray animal.
While your husband is working hard and being careful about infection control, you carelessly go and get a fever. I've been taking vitamins, washing my hands constantly, being responsible, and you just go and get sick anyway. You're a failure as a wife, but I'm still providing such a person with a place to sleep.
I was being careful about infection control too, but if you get sick, you get sick. There's nothing you can do about it. I've been wearing masks, using hand sanitizer, avoiding crowds. Getting sick isn't a moral failing, Kyle. And don't you have even one word asking if I'm okay? Not once have you asked how I'm feeling or if I need anything. What kind of husband are you?
Why should I worry about someone like you? If anything, you should be apologizing for getting a fever.
Apologize? You want me to apologize for being ill? Kyle, do you even hear yourself right now?
Because of your fever, I'll have to eat out for a while. That means our food expenses will be higher than usual. I was counting on home-cooked meals this week. Now I'll have to spend money on restaurants and takeout. Do you know how much that's going to cost? $20, $30 a day.
What? So your main concern about me being sick is the cost of eating out?
In other words, because of you, my hard-earned money is being wasted. Apologize for causing waste by getting a fever. I work overtime, I save money, I budget carefully, and then you go and mess it all up.
Why do I have to be blamed for all this? If you hate wasting money so much, why don't you cook for yourself? You know where the kitchen is. You know how to boil water, make your own food.
Why should I cook? Cooking is your job. I work a full-time job bringing in the income. The least you can do is handle the household duties, and you're abandoning it over a little fever. I could divorce you, you know.
What did you say? You're threatening divorce because I got a cold? Because I don't want to sleep in a closet?
Getting sick without permission, abandoning housework, and then trying to steal the bedroom from your husband. What kind of wife makes demands when she's supposed to be apologetic? Such a useless wife shouldn't be surprised to be served with divorce papers.
But even if you say that, I have a 104-degree fever. Kyle, I can barely stand up. I'm shivering and sweating at the same time, and you're talking about divorce?
I don't care about your condition. You should be grateful I even provided a place to sleep. Yet you're asking for concern. How selfish can you be? Just sleep quietly in the closet. Listen, don't come out until your fever is completely gone, you worthless wife. And don't you dare make any noise in there. I need my sleep for work tomorrow.
Sarah, dear, I just heard from my son. You have a high fever, I hear. Did you go to the hospital? It's been a while, Margaret. Yes, I went to the hospital this morning and was diagnosed with a cold. The doctor said it should clear up in a few days with rest and fluids. Getting a cold at this time of year. Make sure you don't give it to my son, Kyle. Of course. That's why I plan to spend time in home quarantine. Kyle has been very concerned about not catching it from me. Home quarantine? I wonder if that's really effective. These days you can't be too careful about spreading illness, even if it's just a cold. Sarah, don't you think you should leave the house for a while? Do you mean I should stay somewhere else overnight? I hadn't thought about leaving the house entirely. Is that what you think would be best? Yes, that would be best. In these times, once you get a fever, it's serious. People are so worried about catching anything, even from family members. My son Kyle has a decent position at his company, so if Kyle catches it and has to miss work, it would be terrible. To prevent that, I think thorough quarantine would be better. Thank you for your concern. It seems you gave Kyle some advice. Thanks to that, our quarantine measures are perfect. Kyle has been very thorough about making sure we stay separated. Oh, is that so? Yes, I'll be sleeping in the bedroom closet until my fever goes down. What? Did you just say bedroom closet? Sarah, what do you mean? We won't be sleeping in the same bed, so please don't worry. I'm sure the cold won't spread. Wait a minute, did you just say closet? Sarah, please tell me you don't mean you're actually sleeping inside a closet. Yes, the closet. This morning, Kyle kindly moved my bedding there. He said it was the only available space for quarantine in our apartment. What? Well, I'm feeling unwell, so I'll excuse myself now. Looking at my phone screen is getting painful. Wait a minute! Sarah, dear, what's your situation right now? A sick person with high fever in a closet? This is insane! How are you supposed to recover in a closet? It's Kyle's quarantine method. He apparently came up with it based on your advice. What? I didn't mean quarantine in that sense. What is that boy doing? I see, but anywhere I can sleep is fine now, so excuse me. I'm so tired I can barely think straight. I just need to lie down. What? Typing is really hard for me. Good night. You're going to sleep in a closet in that condition? Wait, Sarah, are you okay? I'll let myself into the house later. I'm coming over right now. Don't you dare sleep in that closet.
Hey, Sarah, how's your fever? Are you feeling a bit better?
I still have a 104-degree fever. I feel better after taking medicine, but it goes right back to high fever. The medicine only helps for a couple hours at a time. Then I'm right back to feeling awful.
You've been sleeping for half a day and you're still not better. You really are useless. I thought you'd be recovered by now. How hard is it to get over a simple cold?
Excuse me?
Looks like you'll be living in the closet for a while. Listen up. Finish your meal and shower before I get home from work. And once I'm back, don't come out of the closet at all. I don't want to see you wandering around the house when I'm trying to relax.
You're making me, with a high fever, handle meals and showers by myself? Won't you cook anything for me or help wipe off my sweat? And I'm alternating between chills and sweats. I could really use some help.
Why should the husband do such things? There's no way I'd take care of my wife. That's not what husbands do. I'm not your nurse or your servant.
I take care of the house and look after you every day. I even nurse you when you're sick. Don't you feel anything seeing your wife suffering with a high fever?
A wife taking care of her husband is a natural duty. Don't act so high and mighty about it.
What?
Use that stupid head of yours to think. What if I catch your cold while nursing you? You want me to risk my health, my career, my future just to make you more comfortable? I'm in an important position at work. The company can't function without me. If such an important person like me has to take time off, can someone like you take responsibility?
Responsibility?
Of course you can't. Impossible for just a housewife like you. You don't bring in any income, you don't have any important meetings, you don't have deadlines.
What?
Listen, nobody's troubled if you get sick, but if I get sick, the company... No, the whole world would be in trouble. My team depends on me for guidance. My clients need my expertise. Don't you dare try to make such an important person nurse you. Your nursing is less important than my safety. Just think about how not to infect your husband.
Before thinking, I want a divorce.
Huh?
That settled it for me. Kyle, let's get divorced. I can't be married to someone who sees me as this worthless and expendable.
Hey, now, divorce? What's gotten into you suddenly? You can't be serious. Has the fever finally made you lose your mind?
I'm feeling worse again, so I'm going to sleep. When my fever goes down, please sign the divorce paper so we can divorce immediately. This conversation has shown me exactly what kind of person I married. Someone who thinks I'm worthless, who won't lift a finger to help me, who treats me like a disease.
I'll sign it right away. When your fever breaks and you come to your senses, it'll be too late to apologize. Hey, I opened the closet and there's no bedding or anything. Where are you right now? Sarah, answer me. Your stuff is gone.
You finally noticed? I haven't been in that house for a whole week. I'm surprised it took you this long to check on me.
Huh?
I'm at your parents' house right now. Actually, I've been here getting nursed back to health for a week. Margaret has been taking wonderful care of me.
At my parents' house? Why are you going to my family home without permission? You can't just show up at my parents' house. That's completely inappropriate. And getting nursed, making my mother take care of you.
Margaret actually invited me to come over. She found me huddled in the closet and immediately rescued me. She took one look at the situation and said no sick person should be living like that.
Rescued you? What are you talking about? You were quarantined, not imprisoned.
She said I'd never get better in a place like that and brought me to your family home. The first thing she did was make me a proper bed in their guest room. You know, an actual room with windows and fresh air.
You probably just took advantage of your high fever and acted dramatically. Don't bother my mother just because I wouldn't nurse you.
What's bothersome about it, you stupid son?
Huh? Mom? Why are you texting? Are you listening to our conversation?
I've been listening from next door. And what is that attitude of yours? How can you speak to your sick wife like that? I can't believe the way you're talking to Sarah right now.
What, Mom? Why are you so angry?
I'm beyond anger. I'm appalled. I heard everything from Sarah. You locked her in a closet when she had a 104-degree fever. A closet, Kyle! A dark, cramped storage space with no ventilation.
I didn't lock her up. It was quarantine. You know, Mom, I absolutely can't miss work because of a cold. Quarantine was the only option. I was being responsible. I was protecting my career and my health.
Then you should have given Sarah the bedroom and lived in the living room yourself. That's what a caring husband would do.
You're telling the husband to sleep on the sofa? Mom, I work hard all day. I deserve to sleep in my own bed.
You should sleep there for just a few days. A few days of discomfort to help your wife recover. Is that really too much to ask?
What? Why should I sacrifice my comfort when she's the one who got sick?
The wife considers not infecting the family. The husband considers helping his wife recover quickly. That's what marriage is, you stupid son! Marriage is about supporting each other through difficult times.
Wait a minute, why am I getting yelled at so much? I just followed your advice about quarantine life. You told me to quarantine her. You said it was important.
I said quarantine would be good, but I never said to put her in a closet, you stupid son!
But you said to stick the wife in a spare room! We live in an apartment and the only spare space is the closet! I was just following your advice as best I could with the space we have!
That's why I told you at the same time. I said if you'd like, we have a spare room here. Why didn't you bring Sarah here? I specifically mentioned that we have space here if you needed it.
What?
I was worried about Sarah's high fever and anxious about your infection control, so I wanted you to bring Sarah to our house. I thought it would be the perfect solution. Sarah could recover properly and you could avoid getting sick. I thought my son would guide things well. But what have you done? Instead, you stuff your sick wife in a closet like she's unwanted furniture.
I couldn't have known that without being told. Mom, you need to be more direct when you give advice. Besides, if you wanted to nurse her, you should have told Sarah directly. You could have just said, come over.
No daughter-in-law can refuse when her mother-in-law tells her to come. She wouldn't want to show her weakness when she's sick and feverish, so I was being considerate and told you indirectly. I expected you to be a thoughtful husband and make the right decision.
What's that supposed to mean? There's no way I could understand that. You can't expect me to read your mind, Mom.
Geez, you can't understand your mother's consideration, and you can't properly nurse your own wife. You really are a hopeless son. Just divorce Sarah. A man who doesn't cherish his wife has no right to have a family.
What? Even you're telling me to divorce? What kind of parent recommends divorce? Aren't you supposed to be on my side? I'm your son!
It's because I'm your parent that I'll say difficult things. Listen, bring the signed divorce papers right now. I will take responsibility for separating you two. Sarah deserves so much better than what you've given her.
Sarah, please help me. Can you come nurse me right now? I know we're divorced, but I really need you.
What?
I think I caught a cold. I have 104-degree fever. I'm burning up and shivering at the same time. Everything hurts.
Then take time off work and rest properly at home. I'm not there anymore, so you don't need to worry about quarantine. You have the whole apartment to yourself now. Use the bedroom, use the living room, whatever you want.
I need nursing to recover. I'm suffering from fever, but I'm hungry, and I need someone to buy me lots of drinks. I can't even get out of bed to go to the store. I feel so weak. Sarah, you know what I want without me having to say it, right? You always knew exactly what to get when I was sick.
Sports drinks, orange jelly, and canned peaches?
That's my Sarah. Buy me 3 of each. And I want the egg porridge you make. I can't get better without it.
How can you ask such things from someone you divorced? Ask Margaret and the others to shop and nurse you.
I already asked them. I contacted them as soon as I started feeling sick, but they coldly told me to sleep in the closet to get better. Can you believe that?
That's Margaret for sure. She was just giving you the same wonderful advice you gave me.
Actually, there's this nice girl I've been seeing since we broke up, but when I contacted her, she refused. She said she's scared of infection these days. She won't even answer my texts anymore.
So why are you summoning me, a stranger, as your last resort, after you called me worthless, useless, a failure as a wife?
Even though we divorced just a few months ago, you were my wife. We're not strangers, so help me out. We have history together. Those years of marriage have to count for something. You understand the suffering of high fever, don't you?
Yes, I understand it very well, but you put me in a closet when I was suffering like that. I was suffering from high fever, chills, and joint pain, yet you put me in a cramped, dark closet.
I'll apologize for that time, so please help me. I'm really sorry, okay? I was wrong. Is that what you want to hear? And if you come nurse me, I'm thinking I might marry you again. I've been thinking about it, and maybe we were good together after all.
What?
After the divorce, you've probably calmed down a bit, right? You might be regretting that sudden divorce. Living alone must be hard for you. You probably miss having a husband to take care of. Well, don't worry. I'm willing to remarry you. I'm being generous here. Not many men would take back a divorced woman. If you come nurse me, I'll specially forgive all your behavior from that time. I'll let it all slide.
What?
I want to eat the porridge you make. Come on, bring a marriage certificate and come make it right now.
I'm currently on a trip with your parents.
What? What do you mean you're on a trip?
So it's impossible. Just make your own porridge, and I'll never bring a marriage certificate, so forget about that. Who would want to get back together with you? I don't need a selfish husband who doesn't cherish his wife. I've learned what I'm worth, and it's definitely more than being someone's unpaid nurse and cook.
What? Wait a minute. Why are you on a trip with my parents right now? They're my parents. Why are they spending time with my ex-wife instead of helping their own son?
My health has recovered. The divorce was finalized, and in these 3 months, I found a new job and a new home. Margaret and the others said they wanted to celebrate that.
So you went on a trip? My mother's son, your ex-husband, is suffering with a high fever, and she's off celebrating with you instead of taking care of me?
That has nothing to do with me. Well then, good luck fighting that high fever alone. We're going to enjoy our hot spring trip. My ex-husband, Kyle's fever, didn't break easily, and he missed about 5 days of work. However, saying, "The company can't function without me," he forced himself to go to work, even though his fever hadn't completely broken. Of course, he received criticism from the entire company, and later the executives called him in and said, "We can't work with someone who doesn't understand hygiene management," transferring him to a corner department. By the way, Margaret, who's a bit tsundere, still cares about me even after the divorce, and we still keep in regular contact.